हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आज के इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे गेट 2026 का सॉल्यूशन फॉर द ब्रांच ऑफ फिजिक्स। फिजिक्स भी एक गेट पेपर होता है, तो उससे जो भी अच्छे क्वेश्चंस है हमारे सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड उसको हमने यहाँ पे फाइंड आउट किया है और उसको हम लोग यहाँ पे सॉल्व करेंगे। तो अदर ब्रांचेस के लिए भी यह बहुत यूजफुल होगा। अगर आप ईसी से बिलोंग करते हैं, अगर आप आईएन से बिलोंग करते हैं, अगर आप डबल ई से बिलोंग करते हैं, अगर आप बायोमेडिकल से बिलोंग करते हैं, तो जहां पे भी एनालॉग डिजिटल एज ए सब्जेक्ट है तो उनके लिए भी यह वीडियो यह क्वेश्चंस काफी अच्छा साबित होने वाला है। तो यहाँ पे बिना समय पे भाई हम लोग चलते हैं आगे, देखते हैं पहला क्वेश्चन। तो यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन क्या करें, इन द सर्किट शोन Vt is equal to 2 sin 2000 pi t volts where t is in seconds full stop. Which of the following options is correct? Take the op-amp to be ideal. ऑप्शन ए में दिया है V out T is a square wave with peak to peak voltage is equal to 30 volt and time period is 1 millisecond. Option B is V out is a sine wave with peak to peak voltage is equal to 4 volt and time period is 1 millisecond. Option C is given as V out is a sine wave with peak to peak voltage is equal to 30 volt and time period of 1 millisecond. Option D is V out T is a square wave with peak to peak voltage is equal to 4 volt and time period is 1 millisecond. एक चीज अगर आप ऑप्शन को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था फॉर द स्ट्रीम ऑफ फिजिक्स एज ए फिजिक्स पेपर। बेसिकली मैं गेट पेपर की बात कर रहा हूँ, ये गेट पेपर फिजिक्स के अंतर्गत पूछा गया था और ये सब्जेक्ट से है, एनालॉग सर्किट, टॉपिक है ओपैम्प और ये क्वेश्चन टाइप है एज एमसीक्यू 2 मार्क्स में पूछा गया था। मोर प्रिसाइजली अगर हम कहे तो यह क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था बेस्ड ऑन कंपैरेटर फंक्शन बाय यूजिंग ओपैम्प। तो यहां पर अगर आप एक चीज ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो हर एक ऑप्शन में जो टाइम पीरियड है इसका वो 1 मिली सेकेंड है। द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे तो यह जो दिया हुआ है 2 sin 2000 pi t, तो इसको लिख सकते हैं 2 sin 2 pi ft. So f is here, this f is equal to 1000 hertz. F is equal to 1000 hertz. As we know that t is equal to 1 by f. So this is 1 by 1000 seconds. So this can be written here as 1. ये 1000 है तो क्या हो जाएगा 10 raised to -3, so that is called milli. So this should become here as a 1 millisecond. So due to this reason the time period for this signal is 1 millisecond, whatever it is mentioned in all the options. So now we have to check it here about that how it is going to work. How it is going to work. So we'll see the details of their functionality, how it works. So let's say as per the given function, like the signal it has given as a sinusoidal signal. So if you see that it has given here as a sinusoidal signal. So this is Vi of t. This is the input. This is the time axis here, and it has given the signal value. It is given as a 2 sin 2000 pi t. So 2 sin 2000 pi t. 2 sin 2000 pi t. It means the peak of the signal is at this point it is plus 2 volt, at this point it is minus 2 volt. Irrespective of this, how the comparator works by the use of this op-amp. So whenever if you see that this is V plus here and this is V minus terminal here. So whenever this V plus signal, like we need to check it for the difference. So this V plus, if it is greater than V minus, it means V plus minus of V minus. If it is greater than 0, then what the output will come. So here if V plus is greater than V minus, it means difference of this voltage and this voltage will be positive. So irrespective of this input signal here, what will happen? The output will switch to this higher plus 15 volt, whatever is the power supply for this op-amp. So here what will happen? So we will see the output here, how it will come. The output here, irrespective of this input signal, if the difference is positive, that positive might be very smaller value also or larger value also, irrespective of the amount of the differential. If it is positive, it means this output will switch to this positive power supply. If the difference is negative, then this output will switch to this negative power supply of this op amp as per the comparator function. So here, if you see that V plus is greater than V minus, it means V out will be simply, this V out is simply, this will be plus 15 volt. This is, we can say it here as a case 1. As a case 2, what we can find out here, this V plus, if it is lesser than V minus, it means difference will come lesser than 0. It means we can say it here, if this V plus and minus of V minus, if their difference is lesser than 0, then this output will swing to lower power supply. It means what I am trying to say here, that this V out is equal to minus 15 volt. Minus 15 volt. So for this positive half cycle, till this positive half cycle, if you see it here, then what will happen? This is having that positive difference. In this region, it will be having that whenever the difference is 0, it is the state of change. A state of change means whether it is going to change from high to low or positive to negative. So that is called the point of state of change. So basically we have to look at for positive difference or negative difference. So if the difference is positive, it means this output will have this value, and this is giving a as a plus 15 volt. So for positive half cycle of this input, or we can say that if this is having T, then this is T by 2. So for this half of the cycle, this output produced by this op amp will be plus 15 volt with this square wave. Now, if you come to this point here, for this negative half cycle, what will happen? The difference will be lesser than 0. It means output of this comparator, output of this op amp will swing to or switch to that lower values of this minus 15 volt, which is the negative power supply for this op amp. It means it will come to this part. So this is a T by 2, this is a T. It means time period of this signal, input signal or this output signal is not going to change. What it is going to change? This comparator is making the operation change of sinusoidal wave to a square wave with the same time period. With the same time period means same frequency. So what it will change? It will change the amplitude. So this is producing the square wave with the voltage swing of, if you see it here, this is minus 20. So this is a minus 15 volt. Minus 15 volt. So if you calculate here peak to peak voltage, how much it will come? This peak to peak voltage is equal to this positive voltage minus of negative voltage. So this is here V output positive minus of V output negative side. So this is here 15 volt. This is here 15 volt minus of minus 15 volts. So this peak to peak voltage swing will be 30 volt. Very simple. So it means we got the square wave. Whenever this is the input means Vi is equal to 2 sine 2000 pi t. So this comparator will produce sine wave input, a square wave output with the same time period of 1 millisecond, whatever we calculated earlier, and the peak to peak voltage swing will be 30 volt. So now we have to look at for the option. If we match this with the option, then it is matching with option A. V out is a square wave with peak to peak voltage, what we calculated just now at a 30 volt, and time period is 1 millisecond. So by this way, option A is the right answer for this question, and it's very simple. Just if you know the operation of comparator, within a minute you can get the answer, because time period or frequency is not going to change. It is going to change sine wave to square wave with a different peak to peak voltage, because for the signal, for the input signal, peak to peak was 4 volt, plus 2 minus 2, it means 4 volt of the swing. But here for this square wave, swing has changed, plus 15 volt to minus 15 volt, so that total swing will be 30 volt. So by that way, option A is the right answer. And I hope you understood this analysis and enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching this video. फिर मिलेंगे अगले वीडियो में अगले क्वेश्चन के सॉल्यूशन के साथ. थैंक यू.